Understanding the heavens. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Genesis 1:1 is explaining the creation of our environment. The heaven of heavens was already created as referenced in Job 38:1 through 7. Peace and blessings. Let's begin. Genesis 1:6. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Genesis 1:7. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. The firmament is what we call space and the sky. The firmament is an expanse or the distance from one thing to another. This firmament or space and sky separates the waters that are above from the waters that are below mentioned in Genesis 1:6 through 7. Above space where the stars, lights are, is the waters above. Genesis 1:8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Note, this is the first time the firmament, space, sky, is referenced as heaven. Genesis 1:9. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. Note, heaven in this verse is referencing space, sky. Genesis 1:14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years." Genesis 1:14 mentions these lights being used to divide the day from the night. The reason you can't see stars, lights, during the day, it was established from the very beginning, and also, they would be used for signs, seasons, days, and years, leading to the creation of the calendar. Note, but it's important to see that these lights are set in the firmament of the heaven. Genesis 1:15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Genesis 1:16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. In verse 16, where it states, "He made the stars also." This scripture is referring to the planets. Note, precepts relating to the planets include Job 9:7 through 9, Job 38:31, Amos 5:8, and 2 Kings 23:5. Also, the word stars has multiple meanings in the Bible. Hint, Orion is Saturn. Genesis 1:17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. Genesis 1:18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:20. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." Note, this verse mentions fowl, birds, flying in the open firmament of heaven. Birds can't fly in space, which concludes that the sky is considered heaven, according to verse 20. Nehemiah 9:6. Thou, even thou, art Lord alone. Thou hast made heaven, the heaven of heavens, with all their host, the earth, and all things that are therein, the seas, and all that is therein. And thou preservest them all, and the host of heaven worshipeth thee. Note, this verse mentions heaven and the heaven of heavens. In Genesis 1:1, it was talking about the creation of the firmament, space, sky. The heaven of heavens is where the Father and Son dwell along with the angels. Revelation 4:1. After this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven. And the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. Revelation 4:2. And immediately I was in the Spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. Revelation 4:3. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight, like unto an emerald. Revelation 4:5. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. Revelation 4:6. And before the throne there was a sea of glass, like unto crystal. And in the midst of the throne, and round about the throne, were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind. Note, there are 3 heavens according to the Bible in 2 Corinthians 12:2. The third heaven is the heaven of heavens. Conclusion. The sky is the first heaven. Space is the second heaven. The heaven of heavens is the third heaven.